Hey Sassy Gang, it's your girl Sassy Nay. Welcome back to my channel where we keep it sassy and always classy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you're new here, hey boo, it's me, Sassy, in the classy. Okay. Anyways, but I don't like long intros, so as y'all can see from the title of this video, it's going to be about things to know before moving to Texas. So, the reason why Unique, scoot over, sit down. She all up in the way. Unique, she's a little brat. Okay, that's Unique. But are y'all proud of me? I just wanted to just pause and say that I did not get on here looking crazy for once. But the only reason I don't look crazy is because I just came from work. That's the only reason I don't look crazy. I just came from work. I had stopped and got me a 6-piece nugget from Wendy's, and that was it. And I'm still starving. Like, if so, excuse if y'all hear my stomach growling, because I feel like like it's about to start growling. But the reason why I'm making this video is because I know a lot of people. That's my heater in the background. I'm getting kind of hot too. But a lot of people have been wanting to move to Texas. And then I do know, like, before I moved, well, I'm not going to say before I moved. I had 4 states that I wanted to move to. I wanted to move to Atlanta. I wanted to move to Vegas. I wanted to move to Texas, and I wanted to move to Arizona. And so before, like, I was moving to all those, like, I'm talking about moving, like, girl, you moved to one state. You did not move to all them. You lived in a lot of states, but not them. But when I was trying to figure out, like, where I wanted to go, I was looking up YouTube videos, and so I had decided, you know what, like, if I look them up, other people look them up. So I just wanted to do a video on that. And then I know a lot of people is trying to move to Texas. Like, Texas is one of the hot spots right now. So I was like, you know what, let me make a video on that, just because it's a lot of things that I wish, okay, it worked out for me in my favor, but I just wanted to put it out there because a lot of people want to move to Texas. So I just want to put it out there because it would be helpful for people to know certain things before they come out here. So that's why I wanted to make this video. If you know me, you know, like, I'm a fan of, like, organizing and school supplies and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, ever since I was little, I just like that. So I do have notes. This is my journal. This is what I do to take, like, YouTube notes in. But I do have a couple notes, so if y'all see me looking down, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, because, you know, looking at the camera is like looking at y'all, so making eye contact. So I'm not trying to be rude. But I just want to make sure, like, I hit on the points. Okay, so let me see. What's the first thing I want to say? All right. So what was I gonna say? All right. Before moving to Texas, and this is my opinion, just for me to, like, check out stuff and stuff. So before moving to Texas, I suggest that you look into the area that you want to move in. Like, pick a city. And I know that sounds, like, so cliche and so, like, duh, like, how is somebody gonna move there? But the reason why I say that is because everybody knows Texas is big. Everybody knows that. It's not a secret. But you never realize how big Texas is until you actually, like, are having to get place to place in Texas. And then you, like, or city to city, and you like, wait a minute, like, I didn't know it was like that. For example, the top 2 places, okay, I'm gonna use 3. The top 3 places that a lot of people in my life or on my timeline or whatever like that, they're trying to go to: Houston, Dallas, or San Antonio. Now, it sounds nice, like, oh, I want to live in Houston, or oh, I want to live in Dallas, and then like, oh, let me just pick one because I'm gonna travel. You like, I don't know, like, you kind of feel like the cities are close together because they're in the same state. But let me tell y'all this. I live in Dallas. My friend, who I was so happy to see, she lives in El Paso. It takes me 7 hours to get to Louisiana, to my grandma's house in Louisiana. A whole nother state, Louisiana. It takes me 8 hours to get to El Paso, Texas. 8 hours. I'm in the same state as her, and I can get to a whole nother state in less time than it is to get to her. That's how big Texas is. Like, and I never really thought about it like that until I had to move here, because I was like, oh, I'm moving to Texas, blah, blah, blah. Like, I get to come see you. I'm so happy I get to see you, because this is my fave. This is what I'm talking about. It's my fave. And so I was like, I get to come see you, like, all excited. The girl is 8 hours away. So ask me, have I seen her yet? No. Like, Texas is so big. I live in Dallas. You can catch a flight from Dallas to Houston. Like, literally at the airport, I was cracking up. I'll never forget my first day at the airport. It said, flight to Houston, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, wait a minute, they really be flying to Houston? Like, yes, they really do. So, I know y'all probably wondering, like, how far is Houston from Dallas? Whatever. It's 4 hours. It's about 4 hours. So, you thinking like you kind of gonna get the best of both worlds, like, oh, I'm in Texas, like, I could live here but visit here. But it ain't always like that. Like, one of my other friends, she just moved to Texas, and she moved to San Antonio. She's like 8 hours from me too. And it's like, dang, like, I don't know. I'm like, it's just, I don't know. Texas is just so big. That's just another thing that I just had to throw out there. So make sure, like, you really do your research on what city you want to be in, because I know she was like, wait, it's that far? Like, she was confused. But yeah, sorry, like, something is on one of my lashes, like a little flake or something. Like, I kind of see it in my eye, like a little lint, like a little piece of lint or something. I don't know. But anyway, but when I told her how far it was, she was like, oh, I didn't even know it was going to be there. I'm like, yeah, but she got family where she at, so she cool, but nobody really realizes how far it is. So make sure you do your research on, where you want to be, and calculate, like, how far it is from wherever you really trying to, hang out most. So another thing that you don't have to do, but what I did before I moved out here, I looked up jobs. And the thing is, like, me personally, I don't want to go nowhere where I don't got no job, because I got bills to pay. So, luckily, I'm not going to say luckily, but when I moved to Texas, I moved during, I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but Rona, yes, I moved during that time. And I moved in June. I moved here in June of this year, 2020. And then it is, what month am I in? December of 2020. So I've been here, since June, the end of June. And before I moved out here, I had started doing my research on, like, jobs and stuff like that. But luckily for me, like, a lot of my job interviews were virtually, because, you wasn't doing face-to-face interviews during this time. So I didn't have to do, like, the catching a flight and traveling and trying to catch a job and fill out applications and this and that. And then my mom at the time, she was living in Texas. So I was using her address as my address. So it was like, it kind of worked out for me, like, I was just using her address, and then, doing the virtual interview. So they thought I was in Texas anyway. So that's how I did it. I started looking up jobs. Sorry, y'all. I need to get shit. I'm trying to do stuff for my mama and do this. Okay, y'all. So look up jobs. I had said something else about jobs on here. Anyway, how was it to find a job? I'm not even gonna lie. For me, it was easy to find a job, but I'm just the type of person, like anybody would tell you, I ain't gonna lie. I done had a lot of jobs in my life. And I've had a lot of jobs in my life because if I get tired, if I get fed up, I quit. I quit. And, let me get that off of there because somebody be trying to sneak your rate. Dang, everybody's trying to get a girl up. Anyways, I'm the type of person, like, I get, like, jobs easily. I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing the Lord has blessed me with. I just get jobs easily. If I don't like a job, I start looking up for another job, and I be going to the interview, and I'll tell the job, like, I gotta go. Like, I don't think I've ever gave nobody a 2-week notice. Ever. Because I just can't stay. When I'm ready to go, I'm not waiting the 2 weeks. Like, I'm telling you, like, now I ain't gonna say I just don't do, like, no calls, no shows and stuff like that. I have done that at a couple of jobs, like, but they'll know. They'll know. If I leave, it's because we left on a bad note. Like, you done something. And I'm like, I'm not about to deal with that. And I just don't come back. And then they be like, oh, like, she took it like that. Yes, I did take it like that. But that's the only ones that I, like, don't say nothing. But anybody else, you know, I'll tell them, like, hey, like, you know, like, I got another job. This is my last week. You know, stuff like that. Like, I give notices, but not, like, 2 weeks. Because I was taught, and like I said, this is what I was taught. And I forgot who taught me this. I don't even think it was my parents. No, it wasn't them. It was some advice that somebody gave me. And this is what I follow. You don't have to follow it. You can feel how you want about it. But this is just how I feel about it. I don't give the 2-week notices because in that time, they can fire you. And I know a lot of people who have tried to give the 2-week notices and then they get fired before the 2 weeks. And so they be really mad about that because they be wanting that last 2-week check. And so they trying to do it the right way. But once a job know that you about to leave, they could be like, we're not about to pay her. Like, she about to be gone in 2 weeks. She not getting no more of our money. We can let her go now. Like, that's how a lot of jobs feel. So it's best, like, if you want to keep that job, like, at least in my person, like, how I feel, if you want to keep it, then you let them know, like, at least a couple days in advance, so you can say, like, you tried to help them out, you told them you was leaving, and then, you know, whatever. So at least if they try to pull some stuff like that, it'll be a less couple of days than 2 weeks. So that's just that. So it was easy for me. What I can say is a lot of warehouse jobs out here. I'm not no warehouse type of girl. I have worked warehouse. I've worked a couple of warehouses, actually. I am good at warehouses because I'm good at, like, assembly lines, and I'm good at, like, I am kind of a perfectionist or whatever. Like, I say dudes, like, companies like that or whatever. But the warehouse just ain't for me. It just ain't for me. I just don't like the environment, like, just seeing the same people every day, and then, like, just on my, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the warehouse jobs. So no, I don't have no warehouse job. But at Texas, in Texas, a lot of warehouse jobs. The starting salary, average for the warehouse jobs is $14 an hour. I mean, it ain't that much, but it ain't that bad. You know, like, it could be worse. Because, you know, minimum wage is like $7.25. And that's, like, in a lot of states. So, I mean, it's not that much. It's not too bad. That's the minimum wage. But, of course, if you get... I will say this about Texas, though. The jobs out here, like, they are willing to pay. Like, I work for a health insurance company. And... of course, I make way more than $14 an hour, but that's besides the point. But it's like other companies, like a lot of the call centers. If you like call centers, a lot of the call centers start you off at like $15 an hour, you know, which ain't too bad. And more, like 16. So it goes up and up, 18. Like, it's a lot of opportunities in Texas. I can say that. It's a lot of opportunities. You just got to put yourself out there because, you know, with a lot of opportunities comes a lot of people. And Texas is a big state, so it's a lot of people here. So, you know, you just got to stand down, make yourself different. Now, what I can say, too, is if you're coming from out of town, like out of state, they like to hire you because they feel like you wouldn't be moving from a whole nother state and like trying to leave a job and stuff like that. Like if you live in Texas already, they kind of like, you know, like you got family out here, you didn't went to school out here, whatever. But if you coming from another state, they feel like you coming out here to be serious. So you know, that's what I can say. What else do I have to say about the jobs? I think that's basically it. Like I said, it's a lot of opportunity out here. Just give yourself a head start. Let me think. I didn't had, see y'all, this is good for me. Mind y'all, I've been here since June. I done had 3, kind of like 4 jobs already. The first job I had got out here, I was working for State Farm. Yep, I was working for State Farm. I was doing the auto claims for like glass or whatever. And then after that, I had started working for a the reason I left them, it was some BS. Like I wasn't the only one who left. Like my whole class, and it was like 23 of us, we left. It was only like 2 people left in there from us, and then they was saying they was just waiting to hear about other job opportunities. So that time it wasn't me. Then what else? The one after that, I worked for a bank, Citibank. I worked for Citibank. I left them because I was hired on to do something else, but then they had filled everything that they hired me for, so they put me in another department. I can tell you, they put me in collections. I don't like collections. I'm not a collections type of person. I'm not about to be calling nobody, harassing them for money that ain't even mine. Like, why am I calling them about your money? And I just don't like that. Like, I just feel like if they don't have it, if they had it, they would pay it. And that's just like, I don't know. I don't like that. And then, like, it was kind of like in collections, they kind of don't care, like, about what you got going on. Like, you could say, oh, like, let me sit back and relax, because, like, my back is starting to hurt. But you could say, like, you could say, like, I couldn't pay my car note. Like, something happened to my car, for example, because this happened to, like, a real guy. Like, something happened to his car. He had to get work done on his car. So, like, he couldn't pay the bill and this and that. And they would say, like, well, do you want us, you know, like, basically, like, you know, I'm sorry to hear that. And then they'll proceed to be like, okay, well, do you want us to, like, set up a payment arrangement for, like, a future day to die? And he like, well, I ain't got the money right now. Like, you know, I wasn't expecting that. And then, you know, whatever. They like, well, can you borrow it? Can you use it out of your savings? Like they ruthless. Like, in collections, you have to be ruthless. Like, and you kind of gotta have like, I have too much, like, I care, like, I have a big caring heart, and I just don't like that. Like, I'm not gonna say it was harassing, because you did have, like, strict rules on when you could call people and things like that. So it wasn't like you could call 3 times, not that kind. You had to call, like, once, but it was just still not for me. And before I even left them, though, I had told them, like, you guys hired me for this, and then, you know, you didn't give me that. You're gonna be doing collections, and I am, like, going off track here. I need to hurry up and get back on track. But, you know, you got me in collections, and you told me I was gonna do customer service and this and that, and they just was kind of like, well, you know, we ain't gotta open this for that right now. Like, they're not moving me. Okay, you're not moving me, I'm moving myself. So then I got hired as this other health insurance company, but this was life insurance. But this one, this is why I say 3/4 jobs, because I had got hired for this, but they was trying to make me become a real life sales agent. Like, I had to go to school, take the class or whatever to get my license to sell the product. And while I was in the school, I was like, nah, like, okay, that's not all the way true what happened. While I was in school, I kind of was like, nah, like, but then I was kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna get my license, but I'm gonna use my license. Like, this would be good. Like, just get your license and then quit. And then I was getting my license, and then I was looking up at the jobs. Then another opportunity came, knocked at the door, And because I was like praying to God, like, please, I just want a job that I can work at that until my business pop. Because me, I ain't working for nobody for my whole life. That's just not what's about to happen for me. I'm gonna be my own boss. So God did it. He did it. I've been working at, so the job that I'm at, I actually really like my job and I don't plan on quitting. So yeah, that's just that. Like I said, side note. But yeah, it's a lot of warehouse jobs. As long as you put yourself like out there, make yourself stand out. One thing about me, irritating, that was my sister interrupting the video. One thing about me is, some of you may know, some of you may not, I was in the Army. I just got out of May 25th of this year. So, like, this is so distracting. Yeah, she distracted me. So I got out May 25th of this year. So when people see Army on the resume, they, oh, veteran. So like, that's how it was pretty easy for me. Enough about the job. I'm tired of talking about that. So fill out the application, see if they want you or not. It's just as easy as that. Yay or nay, yes or no. The weather in Texas. Now, let me tell y'all this, because the weather tripped me out. I'm from Louisiana, so from the South, whatever. Like some of you may know, I done lived in a lot of different states. Indiana, Chicago, Wisconsin, just whatever. My dad was in the military too, so I didn't have to live in a lot of different states. So when I was thinking Texas, when you hear Texas, you think of South, you think of hot. That's what you think of, like hot all year round. So let me tell y'all. So Texas is one of them states where when it's hot, but it gets cold. And I did not expect that until my mama moved up here. Like, I was telling her, oh, you gotta give away your big. She gave away like a lot of her designer coats and stuff, because at this time we was living like 30 minutes from Chicago or whatever. So before she came up here, she had gave up like all of her coats, her boots, her this or that, thinking like Texas was gonna be so hot. No, like when Texas is hot, it's hot, but it does have its cold months. Like Texas does get down to 40 degrees. Like today, our high was 45 degrees. So it does get cold. You do need a winter coat. You do need boots. It is different because it doesn't snow, but it still gets cold. Like I said, I've been here since June. So from June to the second week of November, it was hot. It was in the 90s. It was hot, like hot. And it was crazy because I was kind of like, okay, winter, like when are you coming? Because it was hot from June to November, the second week, like 90s hot every day. And I'm like, winter, you don't come in September, October, like the fall, like, nah, it was hot. It was summer, like all the way to the end. Then it started to cool down. So they say about February it starts picking back up in like 60s and stuff. But for like December and January, it's gonna do like the 40s and 50s. So I mean, like, it ain't too cold, like 30 degrees and stuff, like, and negatives and all that, like Chicago and stuff where I was just at. It don't get that cold like that, but it do get, like, you can wear like Ugg boots and winter coats and, like, you know, stuff like that. You can. So if you got that stuff, don't throw it away. Bring it to Texas with you. Let's do another one. Okay, the people here. Like I said, I didn't live. Y'all, I'm listening because my dog was barking, and I told y'all I just got home. So when I had got home, I had to feed him, and so I fed him. I had to put him in a cage. So it is almost time for him to go out, and I think he's telling me he's ready, but he gotta wait. So I'm gonna try to hurry up. I'm trying to hurry up with the rest of this. Cause yeah, these are some good points. Okay, the people. The people here, I done lived a lot of places in the world. The people here are kind of, I'm just gonna say bougie, because I can't really think of another word like that. It ain't like the southern hospitality like I thought I was getting myself into. Like I said, I'm from Louisiana, so like if you go out there, that's the yes ma'am, no ma'am, ladies first type of, let the dude take out the trash, let the dude open the door, the respect, the, you know, like, it's like the real Southern hospitality type stuff in Louisiana. Oh, let me give you the keys on the cheek, and, you know, just all that. That's just how that is. You know, you respect everybody. Anybody can whoop you, you know, whatever. That's how it is in Louisiana, like the real Southern, like, hospitality. Texas is not like that. It's more, Texas is more, they do have their countryside, obviously, because it's big, but a lot of it is like city. So with that being said, is they kind of got like city attitudes. Like, how do I put Texas people? They won't talk to you first. They will look, they will stare, they won't talk first. But at the same time, if you talk to them, they'll talk back and they'll be polite. So it's kind of like, it's kind of weird. Like, I say that a lot. I be telling them, like, all the time out here, like, y'all Texas people are weird. Because they will literally stare at you the whole day. Kind of be mugging a little bit too. Like, you be thinking that they really got beat. But then when you say something to them, like, they be, oh, hey girl, like, oh, like, yeah, you look too cute, and like, I don't know, like, they kind of be mugging you and stuff, but then they really don't mean it like that. Like, if you speak to them, they be nice, but I don't know, that's just how that is. So yeah, like, the people are not like, they're not like as open and friendly and southerny like as you would think. They're not like that. It's like a city. Like, they kind of, now me, everybody will know, like, I talk to strangers. Like, I'm walking up, hey, oh girl, you look cute, and you know, like, oh, this girl dancing, I'm hyping her up. Like, that's just me. Like, I'm a people's person. I'm good with people. Like, I'm a people person, but I'm not a people person. Like, I'm really good with people, but then I like to be by myself. But then, like, I don't like to be by myself for too long. But then I don't like to be around people. I just like to be somewhere, and where is the where, I don't know. Yeah, you can't y'all tell I'm a difficult person. But yeah, that's just how it is. So, like, you know, like, I'm real friendly when it comes to people. You know, I talk and whatever. So, like, me meeting people out here is, you know, it's cool, and then people want to be around me a lot because I'm not like all stuck up and bougie like that, and they like that. So, I mean, just don't expect to be like welcome with like open arms around, like, at least people our age. Just don't expect that, because they're not like that. Okay, next subject. Oh, okay, we could talk about the bugs. So, of course, we're down south. If you heard about, like, everything is big in Texas, that is definitely true. The food size portions and restaurants and stuff like that is definitely bigger. They give you a lot of food. And then the bugs out here are bigger too. I can say Texas got these big old, like, do y'all remember when, okay, they got these, oh, he keeps crying. I don't want him to use back up in the cage, but I don't want to stop the video. Like, Maui, please wait. Okay, like these big old cockroaches. Like, y'all know, I don't know if y'all remember, but I remember we used to have, like, in elementary school, people used to come bring, like, owls and snakes and all kind of weird, like, animals to the school, like a zoo or something. They used to bring it, and you used to pet it and stuff like that. Like, and they used to bring, like, cockroaches and stuff. Yeah, them cockroaches, they be like this big, just walking outside. Like, just, they don't come in the house. So, I mean, if you find one in your house, is rare. I ain't trying to jinx nothing, because I would have a heart attack. I don't like cockroaches. Ugh. But, them be walking around, like, outside. Then another common thing, which really don't bother me out here, is lizards. Lizards be everywhere. They just be running around, like, in the trees. It's actually, like, a couple weeks ago, it was a lizard in my house. He's a cute little lizard. I tried to catch him, could not catch him. It just got to the point where everybody started claiming him as my pet. Like, even my mama, she'll call me, like, did you see your lizard today? I'm like, nah. Like, I don't know where he's at. Like, some days I didn't see him, some days I didn't. Like, I just kind of welcomed him in my home because He was cute. He was a baby, and I liked him. Like, I like lizard. Oh, y'all didn't see my panties. Y'all done got a sneak peek. Wow. Oh, wow, bro. I am glad. Yeah, I would just. I ain't about to say that. I ain't even about to go there. Okay. So, there was a free peep show in there. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Yeah, that was that. Yeah, so they got the lizards out here, the bugs, big, okay. Last two subjects I'm gonna talk about is okay, I'm gonna do 3 subjects. The driving out here, a lot of people want to know that too. So the driving out here, they are some bad drivers. And when I say bad drivers, I mean like they drive for themselves and they don't drive for other people. Now, for example, down in the city, like in Chicago and stuff like that, like in Indiana and everywhere, like Northwest down there, we are taught to drive for other people. Like, don't drive for yourself, you drive for the next driver. Like, you basically anticipate other people's mistakes and you drive like that. Texas, they drive for themselves. They don't care what you got going on. All they know is they about to show them this way, go like they drive for themselves and they don't pay attention at all. When I tell y'all, I kid you not, and I'm not being dramatic, at the same bar that I done went to, the same bar, I done seen 6 car accidents in the parking lot. In the parking lot. 6 accidents in the parking lot. And I can never forget the last accident I seen. This was a crazy night. I ain't even gonna get into that story. My friends was out here. They ain't even my friends. Some associates was fighting. Somebody tried to hit me with a car. It was just like a whole nother type of thing. And like somebody who I was cool with was like, wait, what's going on? So they pulled their car in the middle like of the street. Like, it wasn't really, it was after hours. Nobody was really at the bar, but they know like that's where we kicking and stuff. So my sister had told her like, don't park your car right there because you behind these cars, and if they pull back, they gonna hit you. And she was like, why would they pull back and I'm sitting right here? And she's like, girl, because you would never know with these people. I kid you not. 30 seconds later, we hear, boom. I turn around. Somebody didn't hear her car. Her car was sitting there in the middle of the street, and they just pulled back. Like, that means you did not look in your rearview mirror. And a lot of them don't. And that's how a lot of accidents, they really do not be looking in their rearview mirror. Like, they legit just be pulling back out. Like, that's what I mean. They don't drive for themselves. They drive for themselves. They just pull out and just, that's because they know they need to go. They don't care what's going on behind them. And yeah, so they just drive for themselves. It's a lot of police on the side roads. It ain't a lot of police on the highway. So I personally like that because I take the highway. So I be flying. I be gone. In the highways, they got like 5. Some of the highways, like, it's at least 3 lanes and plus more. So I definitely like that because the two lanes was not getting it for me. That's too much traffic. But Texas got like 3+ lanes, and then you be flying. I be flying, so that's fine. But just be like, I'm just saying, like, you gotta drive be careful. You gotta watch out because they don't know how to drive it. Then I guess it's because I'm used to like snow and stuff like that. So if it rains out here, like trinkles of rain, like sprinkles, like pixie, like dust of rain, they acting like it's storming, thunderstorming, and driving slow and don't, like, come on, that's just rain. I didn't have to drive in a snowstorm and ice storm worse than this. That's just how I feel. So that's just that for the driving. Oh, duh. Next we're gonna talk about the dating. And we're going to talk about cost of living, and we're going to talk about things to do for fun. Okay. So, I could get this out the way. The things to do for fun is actually a lot of things to do for fun. A lot of things to do for fun. Like I said, due to like Rona and all that type of stuff, a lot of things are shut down. But it's crazy because even though a lot is shut down, a lot is open. Because when I first moved out here, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was going out every weekend for like 3 months straight. June, July, August, September, 4 months. Because after my birthday, I haven't been out since my birthday. My birthday's September 20th. But I haven't been out since my birthday. But before my birthday, I was out every weekend. So a lot of the stuff still be open, but a lot of the stuff is closed. But it's a lot of stuff to do, like anything out here. They got a Six Flags out here. If you like amusement parks, they do got a Six Flags out here. It's like go-karting. It's a lot of like Dave and Buster's and different things that are like Dave and Buster's but not called that for adults. So it's a lot of that. It's a lot of bars. It's a lot of clubs. It's a lot of events going on. Like before all this happened, it was like a lot of stuff going on. Like you could look up stuff like every weekend, like there'll be like a seafood boil or a concert or this. A lot of celebrities do be like, even still now, like Mulatto done been here like 3 weekends in a row. Meg be out here, Moneybag. Like it's a lot of people like be at the clubs out here. Yeah, it's a lot to do. I definitely could say that. So you will not be bored here. If you're bored, that's because you're choosing to be bored. It's a lot of restaurants that you could try. It's a lot to do out here. So if you're bored out here in Texas, you just want to be bored. And if you want to be bored, why you want to be boring? Like, it's fine to be boring sometimes, but no, don't be bored. Get out, go explore. So yeah, that's with the fun. Okay, next is the dating. Y'all, she must want to be seen. Do you want to come in the video?
No, I'm trying to wait for you to be done. Because I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, yeah, you got to wait. You got to wait about 5 more minutes. Yeah, that's my sister. So, next we're going to talk about dating. Now. Dating out here, these guys, I don't know how I feel yet. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I feel yet. I don't know if like, cause I don't discriminate. So I'm gonna just throw this out there. I ain't gonna say this is for me, but somebody may want to know this. The girls out here, like if you like girls and you're a girl, the girls out here are very bold. Like, they're very bold. I done had girls, mind you, they don't know if I like girls or not. And they done told my mama, like, I want your daughter. Like, oh, you bold. Like, you bold. Yeah, the girls are very brave out here. Like, if you like girls and you come out here, these girls, they're very bold. So that's just that. I just had to throw that out there in case, somebody wanted to know that. But as far as, like, the guys, like, I don't know how I feel about them yet. Because it's, okay. The guys out here, they're backwards. Like, they want the girls to say something to them first. Like, they will look at you all night. They will kind of throw hints. Like, they will just be staring at you all night. But, oh, dang, there you go again. You got to, like, give them a head nod or wave. Or, you got to do something to them. And they may do a little something else. But basically, the dudes out here, a lot of the dudes want the girls to make the first move. And that's just not me. If you want me, you need to be a man and figure out if I want you or not. Because I honestly feel like it's just like a fear of rejection. Like, a lot of dudes don't like rejection. So, I just feel like they kind of like, if she come up to me, that means she's interested in me. Like, instead of me going up to her and, getting turned down. But I just don't like that. Like, I feel like you got to take chances and shoot your shot. Like, See what's up, what's good, what's popping. But yeah, that like they be wanting the girls to like come up to them first. So that's just that. If you that type of girl, then you cool. But if you're not the type of girl like me, like I said, they do like they'll catch on eventually. Like if they staring at you and you staring back, or you wave, whatever, you catch them looking. Like if you do a little hint, if they're not too scared, they'll come up to you. But then sometimes they'll wait about 2 to 3 hints. So yeah, they really want the girls to be making the first move. They like to take you on dates. They will ask you like same day on a date. Like you'll meet in a club, they'll say, hey, I want to get to Kia. Sorry, y'all, that's rude. Anyway. Can you let him out, please? Can you let him out, please?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. That was just so rude. But I know y'all heard him barking back there. And I just really don't want him to use the bathroom in the thing. And I really don't want to stop my video. They like to take you out, like, the same day. Like, they'll meet you in a club, like, hey, I'm going to get to know you. Can we get to know each other? You be like, get it? Like, okay, so, like, after this, where you going? You want to come here? You want to go to here? You want to go out to eat? You want to go, like, they'll take you out on the same day. Like, and that's what I really can respect, because, baby, let me tell you about them Chicago and Indiana and all them other dudes out there. Baby, all they want to, when you gonna come kick it? When you gonna chill? When we gonna chill? When we gonna kick it? It ain't no let me take you out in a day. Let me get to know you. It's when we gonna kill, when you gonna kick it. Like, I'm not that kick it type of girl. Take me on a date. Take me on a date. That's what I want. I want a date. Because they'll be out there in Chicago and stuff. They'll be quick to tell you, why I gotta spend my money on her and I don't even know if she interested in me or not. They'll tell you they don't like spending their money on girls. They don't like it. Because they feel like, what are they getting out of it? Like, spending money. But I'm like, we ain't even gotta spend money. Like, you could just take her to, like, a picnic or something. Like, a date don't always gotta be spending money, but that's just a whole other topic. That's a whole other situation. Yeah, but, like, nah. Like, they don't be spending money out there. But here, they will spend money on you. They will take you out on a day. Like, they'll plan it and everything. Like, I done been on a few dates out here. Now, like I said, they same day. They are kind of sneaky though. They're very sneaky. And they kind of like, they move fast. And what I mean by move fast is like, you could be talking to them for a week and they think that you're their girlfriend. And like, they'll be who you talking to. There better not be no dude texting your phone. I don't know. They just get like clingy fast, and it's kind of like, whoa, buddy. Like, I'm single. I can talk to who I want to talk to. I can go on a date with who I want to go on a date with. Like, we're not serious. We just met last week. Like. Now, don't get me wrong, some girls may like that. Some girls may be like, oh, you know, like jump in a relationship fast, or I'm not going to say, yeah, fast, because people got different things of fast, but if you met me last week and think we about to be boyfriend and girlfriend next week, that's kind of fast to me. Some people may not think that's fast, but okay, but they'll get it. I meant outside. Kia. Oh my gosh, like what if he used the bathroom in the house? Like that's him banging on the door. Anyways, yeah, like they'll move fast and then I don't know, some girls like that. I don't really like that. I like moving at a decent pace, but maybe I can do what I want. Now, the last but most important thing that people want to know is the cost of living and the process and this and this and this. Now, this is something that I feel y'all really need to know. This is the most important out of anything I'm telling y'all is this part. And this is something that I wish I would have known. Luckily, like I said, I'm not gonna say I wish I would have known because it all worked in my favor. But this is something, I don't know, because I really didn't need to know it, but people need to know it. Okay, so the cost of living. One of the reasons that I had wanted to come to Texas was because I liked how the houses were cheap. They were big houses. They were cheap. You could get a pool in the back, 4-bedroom, nice, high wall, like, you know, all that for about the same price that we was paying, like my parents, my parents was paying for my house in Indiana, like a 4-bedroom, like a 5-bedroom house, whatever. But we ain't got no pool in the backyard. It ain't as high and tall and as big, but it's still nice, but you know, not as big and nice and with the pool and stuff like that for the same price as Texas. So I've always noticed like the houses, like a 3-bedroom, like let me give you an average. So like for a house, like an average, like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, nice house, is about $1,500 a month. $1,500 to $1,600 a month for rent. Now that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. And then let me tell you, the apartments, the average apartment on the cheap side of Texas is $1,100. Yes, I said $1,100. Now, to me, $1,100 ain't that cheap. And the reason I say that is, in my apartment, this is my 3rd apartment. So, in my last apartment that I just had in college, I was paying $650 a month for rent. I had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and my apartment was nice. $650. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, nice apartment. Balcony, kitchen spacious, living room spacious. My room was big. My closet was big. My bathroom in my room was big. The other bathroom was a decent size. The other room was decent. Like, it was like a real good, you know, whatever, $650. Out here in Texas, on the cheaper end, is $1,100. And the apartments don't even be worth that much for real. And that's the cheaper end. Like, you could be in the hood paying that much for an apartment. Literally. In the hood. So it's kind of like, you might as well rent a house at that point. And that's like where I'm at now. Like I said, I want to be in a house now. Like, I want to be in a house. Like, I don't even want to be like renting apartments. Another thing is with apartments out here, to get an apartment, it's a hard process. Like, they want to know everything. And when I mean everything, like, they want, of course, you know, they want your pay stubs and how long you've been working here and your income and this and that. But then, like, they want your previous, like, say you had your previous landlord and stuff. They want them to fill out a piece of paper. And then they want you to fill out how much did you have to pay for your previous landlord and this and this and that. Then they want the landlord to vouch for you, like, how many times were they late on rent? Would you refer to them again? Were they evicted? Were they loud? And like, they got questions for your landlords. Like, dang, like, you bringing other people into my business? Like, they do that. Then what else did I find weird? Oh, they be asking for I mean, I guess it's ain't weird, but you have to get renter's insurance on the apartment before you move in. It's no if, and, or but. You got to get renter's insurance. They ask for your car insurance. Like, they ask, do you have a car? What kind of car? Your license plate and all that. Then they ask for your car insurance. Like, you have to have car insurance. Like, proof of your car insurance. Like, what? What does my car insurance have to do with this apartment? Like, they need that, like your car insurance. Then don't let you have it nothing like in the past 100 years. 99 years, to be exact. Any drug charges, any I could get like the sexual whatever and the stuff like that charges, but drug charges, jail, this and that, you ain't getting no apartment. Like, they real strict on who they give apartments to. Like, they're real strict. Don't let you have an eviction on there. It can't be within the last 2 years. Like, if you have an eviction, you can't, what did they say? It can't be within the last 2 years. And then your balance on your eviction has to be under like $1,000 and under. So like, if it ain't over 2 years and under $1,000 and under, like, they won't rent to you. It's just very hard to get an apartment out here. It's just very hard. It's just so many rules and so many backgrounds, and they do a background check, of course. They call your job like to verify your income, even though you gave them the pay stubs. They give you a form for your supervisor to fill out and then verify with your supervisor that they did sign that. Like, they just do too much. They just do way too much. And I just feel like they be all up in your business. And then, like, you be paying all this money. They be having a lot of rules. Well, at least, like, in my apartment, like, you can't have candles in the apartment. Like, you can't light candles in here. On your balcony, you only gotta have 2 chairs and a table out there. You can't have like stuff hanging like over your balcony, like towels and stuff like that. Like, okay, I get presentation, no bags of trash out there, this and that. Then what else is like a rule? Oh, this is what kills me too. Parking pass for your guests. So if you have a guest, like, you gotta get a parking pass for them. Then I had told them, like, y'all are closed the weekends, so what am I supposed to do if I have a guest on the weekend and I didn't know they was coming over and they don't got a parking pass? They basically was like, well, if you let us know like a couple days in advance, we can like pre-write you a couple parking passes for the weekend. No, like, get out of my business. I shouldn't have to tell you when every time somebody's coming into my house where I pay my bills at. Like, no, like, now you too much into my business. Then they tell you like, how many people can live here. For example, I have a 2-bedroom. Only 4 people can live here, according to them. Like, the two parents, like, when I'm saying 4 people, it's 4 people, but I'm just giving you an example. Like, I'm not saying it has to be parents or whatever, but I'm just giving an example. Only 4 people, so like, the parents, if they together, that's 2 people, and then your 2 children could be in a room, and that's it. They ask you who's living in the house, how old are they, this and this, this and that. And then, like, I think it's 2 years old and younger, they don't count as a person. So, like, they could be in there, but like 3 and up, I believe, or 4 and up, something like that. Like, it's still like a little age though. They count as a person. So, like, if you was a single mom and you had 3 kids, that's all that could be in this, living in here. Or if you was a single mom, or if you, I don't know. I can talk about single mom. If you was a mom and a dad and had 3 kids, y'all couldn't live in here. Because only 4 people can live in here. Like, how you gonna tell me how many people can live in my apartment? And then they be wanting the names of everybody living there and the ages and everything. Like, it's just so, like, they just so into your business. Like, that's one thing about these apartments. They so into your business. Yeah. And maybe it's just my apartments that I live in. But, nah, I do know, like, the process, though, to get apartments. Because even with my mom, when she was filling out her applications and stuff, they was asking, like, the same kind of stuff. So the process, now, I'm talking about the rules as far as, the parking pass and the candles. I don't know about that, but like that other stuff, they are like very strict on that. So that's really it. That's all I got for before moving to Texas. If y'all want a video of me like in a couple months or whatever, like updating y'all on how I feel about living here. Do I regret it and stuff like that? Just let me know. I could do another video, like an updated video. And then just let me know, like, if y'all have any questions that I didn't answer, that I'll see if I can answer. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. And just let me know. And then, like, if you have anything, like, any fun places that you know about, or any like restaurants, or just anything that you want to let me know, like about the Texas, like, just comment down below. I am an easy person to talk to. I do like talking to people. But that's gonna conclude my video for today. It is getting close to an hour, and then as y'all can see, my sister kept barging in here talking about she gotta talk to me about something. So let me go see what that's about. I just wanted to get this video done because I supposed to done this video over the weekend and I didn't do it. And I've been trying to be on myself, like, girl, like, you want the bag, so you need to be posting so that you can get out there, so that you can get this bag. So you need to be trying to do your 3 videos a week like they recommend. When you watching them YouTubers and they say do 3 videos a week, listen, because they got to where they got by doing what they did. It may not always work for everybody, but one of the most common things everybody say is make sure you're posting. So I need to make sure I be posting. And honestly, it be hard for me. I be working all day and stuff, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, that's just gonna conclude this video. Like I said, any questions, just drop it down below. But that's it. Bye, Sassy Gang. Thank y'all for joining, with the little TED Talk, and it's what it is.